Tia Marie Mowry, that's her name, Mowry. She says, "I know I will find me. I know love will find me again. I know love will find me again." And that's a comment that somebody, I guess they were throwing shade at her, but she just recently got out of a relationship with her ex-husband, and I don't know what this is. I know love will find me again. Let's go ahead and talk about. I'm gonna start with you, Mr. Lego. I know you always go on the back end. What are your thoughts about this, sir? I know we was talking about it earlier.
Yeah, I think it's pathetic. Women get with dudes that they can mother, and because to a certain degree, this is essentially, even though they got married and all this stuff, this is essentially the typical woman's first baby daddy, right? She goes through her ups and downs. She mothers him, right? She teaches him how to get a job. She literally did that with him, told him what to do. And she literally just got sick of yelling at him and telling him get a job and telling him to do all this other stuff. And by the time he finally get on his feet, she's like, I don't want you no more. But the problem is she's in her 40s and with all these kids, and she actually got married. So she broke her vows. So this is worse and bigger than the typical baby mama situation where she just gets tired of the dude living with her and all this other stuff. Because from what I've known, heard, he virtually everything he spent was went to an account where she had to keep up with for taxes and all this other stuff. And there's a possibility that he kind of lived off of her or something. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm not really mad at her because I don't think any woman wants to live her life like that, taking care of a dude endlessly.
Guys, listen up. As you get older, the best way to continue to look young, exuberant, and vibrant is to continue to take care of your skin. That's why I'm excited to have Teej Hanley as a sponsor of today's video. You heard me talk about them before, and you're going to continue to hear me talk about them because I believe in their products and the positive impact that they have on every man's life. Teej Hanley makes taking care of your skin so easy. They provide you with all the products you need and nothing that you don't. Every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. Lapeef family, I must admit, skincare wasn't always something I always focused on, but since I started using this system, I've seen improvements in the way my skin looks and feels. And you don't have to take my word for it. They have over 5,000 5-star reviews on their website from satisfied customers from around the world. I recommend you start with the level 1 system, which comes with all the basics: a daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer, and a PM moisturizer. In addition to amazing skin, members of Teej Hanley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off retail price, the ability to customize your box, pause or cancel at any time, and free US shipping. And because Teej Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers a great deal. Just click that first link in the description and you'll get 30% off your first box plus the free gift. Seriously, that's an amazing deal. Even though it's too early, as I often say, it's never too late. Click that link and get started today.
But if this is what you chose, you married the person, you got to stay. So the pathetic side is how she's out here talking about looking for love. Don't nobody want your ass. Like you old and you been corny. So ain't nobody for want no Tia Mowry.
Okay.
Right. I'm a side with you. So to my understanding, if she knew that, I don't want to say he was broke, he didn't have his life together at the time. So if she decided to take on that role to help elevate him in that space, I don't see nothing wrong with it. But the fact that she wants to like take it all back, because let's say Mr. Lego saying that she was his mom, I don't think that's fair to that man. Because if you knew he was irresponsible, then why the hell did you marry him? That sound like a excuse to just run away when you knew he was like this, if he was like that from the beginning. Now, I do know the man did gross, a net worth of $2 million. So he did elevate himself. But the fact that she wants to get rid of him over some silly nonsense, talking about she's not happy and she wants to find love. I mean, she had love because all the interviews, she's always on TV. She shows her life more than anybody I see on TV. So we've been watching her for the ones who are watching her, for the last 15 years. So all the stuff that you're portraying now, you're just lying to your fans because you was showing that you was happy. Now all of a sudden he's a narcissist and you ain't happy. I think that's BS. So now she's just trying to find a reason, and she want people to just sympathize with her instead of just saying that she fucked up. So that's how I look at it. I don't think that that's ladylike. I think she needs to get her act together. She's making her kids, overall, like when they get older, they're going to look at that. They're going to be like, damn, so you just disrespected my father. So I look at it as a whole. Marriage is not just you and the husband or you and the wife. It's everybody. And people don't understand that. They just get married to the person, but they leave everybody out. You get married to everybody. So once you end it, you ended it for everybody. So I think she need to take that into consideration instead of making it about her, because I think that that's selfish. So that's how I think about it.
All right. One Country, what are your thoughts about it?
I think it's too soon. I think it's pretty tacky. I think she could have waited on that. I mean, how long has it been? It hasn't been that long, and she already worried about love again. I think if she was having the issues that she was having in that marriage, then maybe some time with herself would be better, and her children, and getting to know what went wrong the first time, other than sulking about finding love again. Sorry, that's me. It's my basketball.
Okay. B. Taylor, what are your thoughts?
I just think that it's odd that we have all of this analysis on this woman that we don't know. We don't know what her relationship really looked like. All we're doing is judging from the outside. We're average people compared to these Hollywood people. We don't know their situation. We don't know what went on in their home. Just because people post happy pictures and say things and don't publicly bash their partner doesn't mean that they're genuinely happy with what's going on at home. Whatever her situation is, it's like obviously it's been detrimental to her mental health, where she's having, personally for me, like it seems like a midlife crisis of trying to find any type of love other than what she, I guess, has been giving throughout her youth and years, and to her husband and to her children. And now she's like, what do Tia, like, who is Tia? Like, who is Tia? I'm not happy, and I don't think that I should just keep suffering. And she's 40 years old, but she's a very successful millionaire, multimillionaire woman who's been in Hollywood since her childhood. We cannot relate to whatever this woman has went through her career, through her life, through her childhood, through her marriage. Like, I'm not going to sit here and judge this woman and bash her. Like, this may have been her last leg. This may have, like, I'm not going to sit here and say, stay in a situation that's going to make you end up jumping off the fucking bridge and leaving all your kids behind and leaving your family behind because you just can't take life anymore. Like, whatever she got going on, maybe she can get herself together and we'll go back to her husband. But I'm not going to sit here and just be like, just judging her, because we don't know her. We don't know her life. And that's a different type of lifestyle.
But when you think about marriage, though, B. Taylor, so I bring that fact of like the selfish part. So you see how you said she could be on her last leg. That could have happened. You know, we're not going to discredit that. But the thing is, what about the husband? Because he could have been on his last leg for her even doing what she did. But it seemed like nobody considers the other person. And that's why I wanted to talk about, like, let's consider the other person, because we don't know.
We can consider it. Yeah, we can consider it. And that's true. But like, I mean, she's not we're grown adults, right? So it's just like, she's not responsible for, if she's on her last leg, like who's to be sacrificed? You know, if she's on her last leg, oh, I'm gonna stay because he may be on his last leg. Maybe he's not. I'm not saying that because she should take care of herself, he shouldn't take care of himself. I think he very well should take care of himself and maybe be a better husband, just as much as she could be a better wife.